Prost took Ferrari's 100th Grand Prix victory and the 40th. That was 28 years ago, when half of the drivers on the grid today had yet to be born. And how, I wonder, will that legacy continue in the modern era? The circuit Paul Ricard then, a 3.6-mile track, 25 miles east of Marseille. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, with the main overtaking chance expected going into turn 8. Top speeds today should be around 205 miles per hour. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Williams. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do. And that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen, and Sainz, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Raikkonen, and Roman Grosjean. Alonso, Perez, Gallagher, and Hartley, Leclerc, Ericsson, Pierre Gasly, and Stoffel van Dorn, Stroll, and Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
What is going on, guys, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 8 now of our career at Williams here. As you can see, we are in the Williams car with our little really cool steering wheel there. So obviously we're at France. We're at what's the bloody track called? Paul Ricard. There you go. And yeah, so it looks like we're going for a one-stop strategy today. I'm not going to do a two-stop strategy for reasons of I don't know. I'm going to put one lap more fuel in the car. Purely because, you know, I want to be able to slip between Rich and that, and I always seem to get to the end of the race. So I am going to skip the formation lap, by the way. I do need to turn that off because that is very annoying. But, yeah, as we pull away here for the formation lap, we are going to see if we can skip that straight away. Yeah, we can skip formation lap here. And as we skip the formation lap... I did do this race last night, and it is lights out, and away we go here for the French Grand Prix here. Getting away good, Hartley and Charles Leclerc down our inside, and Ericsson down our inside as well. That was the outside, by the way. I do apologise, as we almost clip Alonso there coming round into the corner here. Alonso and Perez having a good battle out of one here. Grosjean up in front there, seemingly moving up the places as we come down, and we hit Alonso. We hit Alonso's back wheel there as we come round into the corner here. It doesn't look like we're going to move up any places. Grosjean looking like he had a bit of trouble there. Lost the back end coming out of the corner, but as we go round here and onto the straight, let's see if we can make some sort of ground on Alonso. It seems like we're just catching up to him. Can we catch him into the corner? I don't think we're going to be able to. We are catching him quite well. Not enough to go down his inside, though. I feel like we would hit him if we went down his inside here. But still in P13 here and chasing after Alonso round into this. What's coming up here is the high-speed turn here, and absolutely flat out through here I go. As we go around the corner, flat out into the corner. Had to take it off the gas a bit to be able to get round there as I went round so fast, but we've kind of caught up or made some sort of catch up to Alonso here as we come round. We might just be able to squeeze down his inside. As we go down his inside, we've got it on Alonso off onto the apex there, and he hit us coming into the corner. But we have made that move on Alonso, and that is, yep, going to be a warning for a collision with Alonso. But round the outside there, dangerous move. But we have moved up into P12 here as we move up on Grosjean, down in his slipstream here. Not going to be able to get past the Haas car. I think he's just got a bit more flat out speed than us as we come into the corner. Not hitting him into the corner. Had to brake really hard into one. coming out of 2 there and up into 3 here, which is another flat out corner. It's not really a corner, is it? It's kind of a bit of a jolt in the track, I guess. But yeah, we're coming around now. We're going to try and take down his outside, and that was a bit too much, and we've lost Grosjean in that move. As we come round onto the straight, he's going to get a lot of straight line He's going to get a lot of straight line speed, and I don't know what's happened there, but I think it's to do with the engine and ERS modes. So I think we've lost power in the ERS to have that, so I think we're not going to get the ERS power there, but I'm definitely feeling the loss of power here. We're not catching up to Grosjean as fast as we normally would, but yeah, as we come round into this high-speed turn now, not so turny here, but I felt a lack of power going through that corner, 100%. I'm sure you saw a lack of power since lap 1 as we come round now onto lap 3, so I think at some point I need to find out when my pit window is as we fast approach Grosjean here. That's what Jeff was saying. It's our MG UK which we need to change, which will probably be on about 50-60% maybe. But now coming on down the main straight up to Grosjean here, and he's escaped us luckily. And Jeff has told us, and he makes a move on his he makes a move on his teammate Magnussen, excuse me, and they've touched, and carbon fibre parts have gone across the track there at turn 1 as Magnussen and Grosjean, the 2 TAS teammates, have touched going into the corner. As we come round now, dive bombing down the inside. That was a horrible move. I apologise for that. Probably got massive F1 fans cringing. But again, here's the touch carbon fibre parts. That'll be part of Grosjean's wing there. Coming up, as we've got a bit of slipstream on him. We're not going to dive bomb him into the corner. I'm going to hang back from him. Going into the corner now. Round and almost trying to take the outside line with Grosjean. Not able to do that though. As we come round, still sticking to him well. Not sure if he's going to get away on the straight. I think he's just going to get on the way of the straight, but he's going to get away with the DRS on Magnussen here. I'm going to get the DRS on him. It's not going to change anything, since he probably has DRS on Magnussen. He's probably right up Magnussen's grill. Yes, he is. As we come round, and the new strategy says we come in at lap 4 here, and I'm going to take that option. And Grosjean taking another attempt down Magnussen's inside, and he's got that move and he's cut it out. Is Magnussen going to come back and fight? He's still up on Grosjean as we fast approach the 2 of them here into the corner. Now we've got Magnussen and Grosjean so tight as they were earlier coming into the corner, and I've hit Magnussen there, so we're gonna just attempt that move again. Again, coming into the corner here, Magnussen on Grosjean, so tight there. They are very tight in that respect as we come round into the corner now. Going to take the outside line with Magnussen. Have we got that move on Magnussen? Yes, we have. We've gone around the outside of Magnussen just like we did on Alonso, but there was absolutely no contact there. Are we going to try and go around the outside of Grosjean? We are going to go around the outside of Grosjean. We have the inside line here coming on Grosjean. Is he going to do a switchback move? No, he can't. We've got through both the Haas drivers and into P10 here. Some racing as Grosjean's fighting back, and so is Magnussen. He overtakes us, the 2 of them, as they fight into the corner. Are we going to go 3 wide into turn 1? Yes, we are. We're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Dangerous move from me there as we come round, and now we are putting our car up into rich revs here, just to see if we can stay away from both them Haas cars as we come into the pits. We are going to shoot right down the order, but maybe if we have a blistering lap out of the pits, I assume we'll be fine. But coming round now onto the back straight here, I am going to do another episode if I can today. And yeah, as we come round onto the back straight now, we've got a bit of a small amount of ground on the 2 Haas cars, enough to stay away from them in on the straight. As we come around the corner here, they're going to try and see if they can catch us. Grosjean's still behind. Not sure where Magnussen is, because there is a huge train back there.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
I don't know how to take this pit. I think it's a pretty hard pit. It's one of the hardest, really. But, yeah, as we come round into this corner now. Yep, we've come round into the corner. We're all good there. Magnussen seems to have overtaken Grosjean. Grosjean and Magnussen seem to be having a bit of a scrap this race. The two Haas teammates. I wonder what would be going on their team radio right now. Probably a lot of complaining from Magnussen and Grosjean, especially for Magnussen getting hit, of course. But as he passes us now, Magnussen on Grosjean, and Alonso and Leclerc back there, Hartley, they're all seemingly passing us, and Van Dorn is just in the middle of nowhere as he passes us in the pits. About 2 hours after all them, we're going to lose a lot of ground on that front pack, and I think this isn't going to be the best race for us today, but we're about to come out the pit now, trying to close my pit thing here as we come out, and they're all on turn 2, and I don't think it's looking good this lap, to be honest. I will put the car into Rich just to see if we can make some sort of an attempt. We did overfuel the car, but that's just so I can get at least a lap in of Rich mix. And that was the strategy, really, because I thought I'd put a lap of extra fuel in the car just so I could get that 1 lap extra of sitting in Rich revs. So that's what I am going to do. That wise. So as we come up now, it seems like there's a car problem up there. Alonso or someone seems like he's being a bit slow. There is caution on the track, so there might have just been a crash up there, but yeah, not too sure with that. But as we come around the corner now, I assume all the big dogs are gonna pit. Not going to be able to catch them. Sorry, I went off my line there because I was looking at the bottom left of the screen where you can see where everything is. I assume next race I'm probably going to wait to pit and see how that goes, and if we come last then we come last, but you know, I'm going to see how that works out for us. A few people pitting, not too many, as we come round into the final few turns. I assume there's going to be a massive influx of pits the next lap, but as we come round, I want a pit battle. That's what I want. I want a pit battle where someone's coming out the pit and we see if we can get out in front. But I don't think that's going to happen as we seem to catch up to the rest of the group back into now P16. We can gain a few positions maybe as we come round into this turn 3 corner here. But I want to see if we can catch up to the rest of the group so we can see if we can make a difference on our placeage. I mean, it wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing, but if we came in this place, because we could learn from our pit mistake and stop pitting so early with the rest of the group and pit with a few people in the pit. So maybe we can learn from that for Austria. I think the next track is, but maybe we can learn from that for the next race and the next race weekend. But yeah, we'll soon see what we can make out of this French Grand Prix. I'm not sure if we're going to make very much. I don't think we're going to be able to make pole. As we see, I think that's a... I think the other group seem to have pitted because there's... There's seemingly a Renault in second, it looks like, so... Yeah, not too sure about that one, honestly. Really not too sure about that one. Sorry, my racing went bad there. I was looking at the corner of my screen. Who's that? Who's that coming out of the pit there? I don't know, but... Right down, pit battle there. So, well, a small pit battle there with Sergio Perez. Bottas out the pit in 9th there. We're going to be chasing him. I don't think the rest of the grid have pitted scenes, as there is a Renault in up in 4th and 5th there. I assume that's a Renault in 4th and 5th there, as I'm seeing in the corner, but are we going to be able to get around the track in time to get out of the pit in front of that Renault? I honestly don't think so, but it's worth a try as we now head up towards Bottas and his Mercedes. We are losing him a lot. I have stayed in rich revs for slightly too long here. Probably way too long to stay in rich revs. But yeah, let's slow it down a bit for Rich and sit in lean now just to save fuel. We're fuel saving now, in case you haven't realised. But yeah, we are going to fuel save as Perez is now trying to come round and try and catch us here. We're not going to get round and around by the pit before the two Renaults is what I'm thinking at the moment. But as we come round into our corner here, we're going to be okay, it looks like. I'm not too sure. The Renaults still haven't pitted. So I don't know what's going on there, but they still haven't pitted. I'm not too sure. I think they might have been in the pit already, especially this late in the race. I don't... I am really not very too sure on that. I'm really not too sure. Bottas probably getting holed up by Van Dorn up there. I assume it's Van Dorn anyway, seeing as he was in front of us before the pit, so I assume it's Van Dorn up there. Just chilling up there with Bottas, trying to hold Bottas up. Not really trying to hold Perez back, but I am in lean revs and I do need the points, so we are going to be wary of that as we come round down now. Setting it into Rich just so we can hold off Perez, and he's going to try, and we're going to move out to the outside, but we have lost that position to Perez. Going to go for a cheeky little dive bomb down the inside. Oh, yeah, no, we're not going to try dive bomb down the inside. So what we're going to do next race, in terms of the next race, is we are going to try a strategy where we pit in with everyone else and see if we can last that long with the tyres, and see if we can just pit, you know, just after the influx maybe, and see if we can make a kind of a bigger gap on that. But it's all about strategy here, so we'll just be working on that strategy and seeing what we can do here.
Nice move. Good job.
But apparently I've just overtaken Perez back, apparently, so I don't know what that's all about. Van Dorn is looking slightly slow, so if we can overtake Van Dorn, then I might be able to allow Perez just to get the overtake on me, because I'd like a point out of this race, since as I think we're in 4th in the Constructors. I'm not too sure where I am in the championship. I assume I'm 4th as well, but yeah, we're fast approaching Van Dorn here as teammate Fernando Alonso in the pits now, so yeah, we're down into P9. I think I can allow Perez to overtake if I really need to. Someone's come out of the pits there. Who is that? That looks like a Renault to me. It looks like a Renault, but it's not. It's a Toro Rosso that's come out of the pit there. He's taken 7th place here as we cut across. I think that was dangerous driving, to be honest there. Van Dorn looking slightly slow. I think it's about time someone made an overtake on him, but I think we might go 3 wide into the next corner here. I've got DRS on Van Dorn. Perez got DRS on me here. Are we going to hold back Perez? He's dangerously going down the inside. We push him off track. We're going to go 3 wide into this chicane here. And well kept for Van Dorn. And Van Dorn is going to hold off Perez there for me. So that's going to be okay, as we just going to let Van Dorn hold up Perez. That's good for me. That can keep me in P8 here. So yeah, I think P8's where we're going to stay. Hopefully it's where we stay, because it's where I've got down on record on the stream. But yeah, we're going to come round now into this final few turns of the track here. We can see Perez has overtaken Van Dorn. Van Dorn looking slow in that McLaren there. As we see, there's a Renault in the pit. I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to overtake him. We might be able to. He is kind of stuck in the pit a bit, so he is coming out the pit now. Perez has just overtaken us, coming into the corner. No, we're not going to overtake Perez into the corner here. We're still fighting against him. He is flying off into the distance, down in his slipstream now. We're still fighting on Perez. coming round now. I'm going to take a different line into the corner, kind of corner cut it a bit there, just to try and see if we could overtake him. Am I going to try and go around the inside? Yes, I am. I'm going to try and go around the inside. I've switched back now. He's not going to have DRS, so we're going to have DRS on him. Coming into the straight now, back straight now, coming onto the corner. We have DRS. DRS flap is going to be open, and I want to do that again because... Sorry guys, I was just sending a quick text. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it so I don't go around the inside here and just follow Perez into the next few turns so we don't lose him into the straight. I think we're going to do that anyway, either or, because we're down into rich revs, but... So rich revs, probably overtaking mode on the ERS and all that jazz as we come round into Perez's grill here. Yep, right in Perez's back end there. So, yeah, we're definitely faster than Force India. Straight line speed wise, corner speed maybe not so much, but definitely straight line speed wise we are faster than Force India. But yeah, it's just when we hit it down into lean, maybe we need to improve some engine modes on the car, but 4 laps of fuel remaining. Don't really fancy sitting in rich for the rest of the race, but taking the inside line on Perez now as we come into the corner. We've hit him. I felt a small touch there on Perez. I fancy sitting in rich now. Oh, he's fighting back. He's got that corner speed. Bit straight line speed as well, so... Apologise for that. My controller disconnected, so I do apologise. I'm going to go get my chair real quick. I apologise for these stoppages in the middle of the races, but I'll just need to get it real quick. Thanks. Okay, right, so, I'm back. And defending on Paris. He's going to have DRS. DRS right down me. Kevin Magnussen as well here. Can't afford to lose this place now. It's 2 points. It's good enough for me. We had the wrong pit strategy maybe, but as long as we can catch up to Perez, retake this position now, I'm happy enough to take 8th place. Not too happy with 9th, so... Daniel Ricciardo setting the fastest lap there with a 1:37.854.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. The distance to the leader is 20.4 seconds.
There we go. Round Perez there. Interesting little move. He can't overtake us into the corner. 2 laps left of this this race here. Gonna back it down into Rich. Thought we'd move out, fend off, make sure he can't get that that inside line in the next corner, which he hasn't, so we can re-overtake him here.
Okay, some information on Bottas. They seem to have an issue.
Warning for a collision with Perez there. Yep, I was aggressive. I'm just being aggressive now because I can't be arsed. Gonna be brutally honest, guys. I need to keep this position in any means necessary, so...
This is your final lap of the race.
I think Magnussen's going to be overtaken by Perez there. No sign of Perez in our grill. Towards the business end of this last lap, I am going to throw it into Rich. Being quite quiet now, trying to concentrate here on the lap at hand.
The gap to the car ahead is 8.4 seconds.
I think P8 it is here at France. Sounds pretty fun. Not too many laps of fuel left as we finally cross the line in P8.
Great drive. We're really happy with that performance.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Esteban Ocon. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.